lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McKinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
Four wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
They've been chirping on social media, too.
I love it.
Ready? Welcome inside. Welcome inside. I can't hear myself. Welcome inside Grosse Pointe South High School. Chad Bush alongside Sam Stick Day. It's a rivalry night at South against North. Right here on the Preps coverage. Stick, a dandy today. It starts at the point guard spot. Two fierce competitors, and two of the leaders of each team comes right at us at the head of the snake at the point guard spot.
Yeah, you got the battle of youth, you got the battle of experience with both these teams, and then at the point guard spot for South, you got to talk about Cooper Richards. That's the guy. He's the 10th grader. He's their leading scorer. That's who's going to run the whole show for them today. But he's going to have his hands full with a guy who not only is good at basketball, but puts on the football field too. In the playoffs, had 2 touchdowns against King, and that, of course, is Leo Peretti. He did his thing last year too when we called this game, so it's going to be interesting to watch those two collide and see how this thing plays out. Then a lot of lead up to this game. It's a rivalry game right down the street from each other in Grosse Pointe.
We're coming back with the starters and head coach Steve Bernard at Grosse Pointe South will get his thoughts on this ball game and much, much more. We're back with more on the Preps coverage, a rivalry night in Grosse Pointe.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McKinley scores!
It's rivalry night, and we're here with the Grosse Pointe South head coach Steve Bernard. Coach Bernard, 20 straight wins in the MAC Red for his Blue Devils. They'll face their crosstown rival, Grosse Pointe North. How about this team? 5-1 on the year, yet to play a league game, but you play your rival tonight. How would you assess this season so far for your team?
Well, as far as tonight goes, obviously it's an exciting night tonight. Play our rival. They got a really solid team right now. Biggest thing about their team right now is they got a lot of basketball players. So we're up for the challenge for that. But as far as this season goes, we're 5-1. I feel like we've had like 2 quality wins. Fitzgerald was a quality win, and Loyola was a quality win. But after that, we've been kind of up and down. We're really trying to find our way. And the more we play, the more we practice, the better we get. We're young, so we do have some senior leadership and a couple senior captains that in our starting lineup, as well as some other come off the bench. But their leadership has been good.
You lost to Richards from a year ago. You gained to Richards. You had him last year, but Cooper Richards, your leading scorer at 14.5 points a game. Also, your leading assist man. How has the sophomore been as your leader and top scorer?
Well, I think the biggest thing for his success has just been our culture here. He's been around our culture. He used to do the book for us, before he even got to high school. So, him being around the culture and being around Anthony and Carter and some of the great players that we've had, and just going through the system, and him being able to work his way into the lineup last year and get meaningful minutes at the end of the year really helped his development and really propelled him into summer. And he's really taken on a leadership role. I've never had a leader like him as a sophomore, but he's played really, really well.
This hasn't been without, losing your top scorer from a year ago, returner, and Torrey James. Torrey has yet to play for you this year through 6 games. What's his prognosis? When is he expected back? And how is the Division I offered guard, a senior? When is he going to come back and play?
Well, we were hoping for maybe then December, but it might be closer to mid-January. I don't know. He's working really hard in PT, and that's just once your strength is built and you can pass the test of how strong you are, then you can go back to 5-0 and gradually work your way back in. So who knows? Could be a week, could be 3 weeks. So we hope to get him back, but obviously we're a different team without him. I mean, with him, he had such a big-time summer, and he's such a great player. I mean, there's nobody in the state that shoots the ball like him. I mean, that's just is what it is. But he's a great player. He still has his Division I offer. So, you know, we've got his back and we support him. And when he gets back, and we'll hit the ground running. The rest of the guys will have gotten a lot of minutes, you know, a lot of experience. Put him back in the lineup.
In the meantime, you're kind of chipping it together with some guys that have been with your program, guys that are grit guys, glue guys, and maybe getting forced into some of the scoring role and leading rebounding. I'm talking about Zarnik. I'm talking about Mike Alati. I'm talking about Vashon, Grosse, guys like that.
Yep.
These role guys have kind of had to step up and step in.
Well, I think, what are we, 5-1? We're 6 games in, plus we had a couple exhibition games, so maybe 8 or 9 games in total with the exhibition. I think we've had 6 different starting lineups.
Yeah.
So, you know, we've been a little up and down trying to put the pieces together and get in the rotations, because it's a new team for us too, because they're so young, and you know. But we've had a lot of senior leadership, and it's been good for the younger guys to learn. And just, we've had a couple that started and then we put them on the bench, and then all of a sudden, you know, the old Bob Knight, ass meets bench, communicates to your brain, right? So they ended up getting a little better after they sat the bench. So.
They understood the assignment. After
They did.
They did.
And you know, you've covered us before. We have a lot of assignments. You know, not only on the offensive end as well as the defensive end. We run a lot of stuff, and you have to be able to think the game and be able to have the timing. A lot of our stuff is timing, defensive timing, offensive timing, the way we move the ball and cut, and different actions that we have. So it's a lot. It's a lot for the younger guys for sure.
Last question: what does it mean to represent Grosse Pointe South tonight in this rivalry game?
Well, you know, for me personally, I've been in the community 20 years, and it's, you know, it's a big event, and we look forward to it. It is our rival, but, you know, we're here to play this game tonight and do the best we can and try to get a win. But, you know, our overall goals are to beat North and win the Red and win a district. So we have, you know, it's not just about tonight, but we're going to go ahead and see what we can do.
All the best. Thanks for having us out,
Yep,
Steve.
you got it.
There he is, Steve Bernard, getting his team ready to take on their rival, Grosse Pointe North. Stick and I are back with more from Grosse Pointe South in just a moment. Thanks for watching the Preps coverage of Grosse Pointe North against Grosse Pointe South.
First, life gives us many. From buying your first car or first home to starting a business, Alliance Catholic Credit Union is here for you every step of the way. From checking and savings accounts and youth accounts, to auto loans, mortgages, business needs, and financial planning. A full-service financial institution with over 70 years of experience. We're committed to serving your firsts, seconds, 50ths, and every day in between. Alliance Catholic Credit Union. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here.
Welcome back to the home of the Blue Devils, Grosse Pointe South. Let's meet the visitors. In tonight's ball game, Grosse Pointe North, the Norsemen, who come in with the most games played in the MHSAA. They played 7 games. They're well run. Here's how they roll them out tonight under head coach Rob Johnson. It will start with Leo Peretti. Peretti, the point guard, big-time receiver as well, all-stater. Ben Rickman, been the surprise of this season, 10 points per game, one of the senior guards. Devin Head at the guard spot. DeQuan Howell, a forward. Jason Hubble, and the big boy, R.J. Williams in the middle at 6'7". He's a handful. That's the starting 5 for the 4-3 Grosse Pointe North Norsemen, who bring in 9 seniors on the roster tonight into Grosse Pointe South. Let's meet Grosse Pointe South.
Let's meet this club coached by their 6th-year head coach, Steve Bernard. And this is how they'll roll them out tonight. It's Cooper Richards at 14 points a game, the 5'9" sophomore at one of the guard spots. Vince Vachon, a senior guard in the backcourt, got some experience, returning starter. Nolan Grosse, just a sophomore, he slides into that starting lineup at 5'10". Another sophomore, the 3rd in the starting 5, is Sam Rouleau. Sam Rouleau, a guy who's got some real ups and also plays some football in the starting lineup. And James Michelotti, Notre Dame committed academics just recently, and he rounds out the proud starting 5 under the 5-1 MAC Red Bread Grosse Pointe South Blue Devils. Chad Bush and Sam Stick Day. Sir, your thoughts on this rivalry game and this edition, which doesn't have all the firepower it had back when we thought when the season started in November, but it's still got some emotion tonight and some real good vibes early in this building.
Yeah, and we were kind of talking about it, some tension building, some social media trash talk going on before the game, so you know they're going to give it everything they have tonight. This is the battle for the Boulevard, that's what they're calling it, and we're here to call it. And there's just some interesting facts about these teams and how they're getting going. We're talking about young Cooper Richards, his brother. You know, obviously he played here last year, had a crazy game. We were able to call that, so now it's his time to step up. He actually played in that game too, able to come in and hit a big shot as well. So we got a little bit of taste of him. It's going to be fun to watch him go. And as we talked about, you know, Leo, the man, the myth, the legend, the two-sport athlete, and looking at getting some D3 looks.
Yes, he is. Leo Peretti. Grosse Pointe South wins it. And right away, it's the two going right at it. Richards and Peretti, who we discussed. And the attack. The kick out. 3 ball. No good. It's been the struggles so far for South as that distance shooter outside of Cooper Richards.
Yeah, and you like that, though, from South, stretching out the big man, bringing him out to guard at the three-point line. We'll see how that works for him throughout the game today. His big number 50, R.J. Williams, like you said, he's a handful.
Yes, sir. Attack Peretti, kick out. Good give up to Rickerman for 3, no. R.J. with a big boy rebound and a kick out of his own. Shot up, no good. That's off the hand of number 21, Devin Head. No score, minute gone by. Both sides well represented tonight here at Grosse Pointe South in this historic building. Cooper Richards, 14.2 points a game. Checked closely by Devin Head. Tough defender, that's what Head's known for. He's got a tough assignment tonight. Top side to Michelotti. Sorry, buddy.
No, you're fine. I was going to say he definitely has the size advantage, but the quickness advantage for Cooper Richards is probably there.
No question. Patient set for Grosse Pointe South. They like to score off the defense. Not many others than Cooper Richards that can really create stick on this offense. And we're seeing the sticky defense from North. Top side 3, no good. Big boy rebound after the miss from Rouleau. RJ in the post looking to eat. Around a double team. Doesn't matter. 50 gets us on the surface 2 minutes in.
Yeah, and that was a design play to get him going on the block. A lot of times they just let him prowl out there and get his own offense. But that time they went straight to the big man.
Little 2-2-1 press. Open 3. Nolan Grosse, no, but an offensive rebound by Vince Vachon. Double V, top side, Cooper Richards, no. Off the wire. And early on, South 0 for 4 in this game, 2-0 North.
You know, when you see South warming up, they have a bunch of tall guys, and then you watch them on the floor, and they're just out here draining threes or trying to drain threes. It's a very interesting offense that they're running right now, especially with their struggling. You would expect them to attack and try to get to the free throw line.
It's been their strength. Full team showing a press, and there's a pick. Richards, and then he lost it. Peretti throws ahead. Rickerman. Layup, no, and then R.J. Williams over the back with a foul. Unable to cash in after the steal by Peretti.
Yeah, Lewis down there boxing out with a nice box out, and he had to jump over his back, and that's what gets called on him.
Another press South will have to face. Again, no Torrey James Jr., the senior guard who has Division I offers. There's another pick. Stolen by Head. Devin Head, the senior. Quan Howell back to Peretti. Leo against Vachon. Nothing home with a double post. Ball denial working. Soft lefty, short corner, runner's good. That is Benjamin Rickerman at 10 points a game. The biggest surprise of the year. And then a steal by Head. His banker's good. 6-0 North off their defense.
Yeah, and that defense is relentless, especially when you're picking it up full court like they're doing now.
Vachon back to Richards from the parking lot. No, sir, out of bounds into the student section for North. South will go to their bench. And all the momentum with the road team, which is something we haven't said much in the series, Stick.
No, you can see a nice steal there and a take, getting it up and in for Head. And Richards on that last possession, I don't really mind that three-point shot. He was in rhythm, able to step into it, and the defense kind of lost him. He just couldn't put it through.
Yep. Peretti scoreless so far in this one. Plays catch with Rickerman. Patient North offense until now. DeQuan Howell for three. Splash City. And a message to the South student section.
They're all over there in their ugly Christmas sweaters. I love that theme tonight, though, for South.
Yeah, we didn't get the memo. We would have joined in. Got to come up with a PreP ugly Christmas sweater.
I would wear it.
I hope Brian Metallic is listening. We know Brian's cousin Rob is watching. He's the head coach at Grosse Pointe North. Bumping a foul along the boulevard. As we get another look at the three-pointer by Head.
Yeah, nothing but the bottom of the net. And there you see him turn around and let the student section know, I'm going to be here all night, folks.
That's it. South yet to find one from distance. They're 0 of 5. All of their attempts have been from three. There's a foul on the floor, and they're going to get Josh Sherrill.
Yeah, looking at South, you're wondering where the offense is going to come from, and it's got to come from Cooper Richards, whether he's creating shots for somebody else.
Adam Zarnick, the senior, no good. That's been the trouble. Batman needs his Robin. Cooper needs a wingman. Three-pointer, corner, in and out. Stick back, good. Josh Sherrill with a stick back, and it's 11-0 North on the road against South.
And it just seems like North is able to do whatever they want on that offensive end. They're working their entire set.
Zarnick, who now leaves it back for Michelotti. And a foul on the attack.
But there it is, Chad. That's what you need to do. You need to attack. The shots aren't falling. You got to put the onus on the defense, create some contact, get to the line, and get off this goose egg.
Michelotti will try to do it. His younger brother is also on the roster.
Oh, there's Elf.
Hey, there's a Grinch in there. Michelotti is short. His brother Charlie also on the team. He's a sophomore. And South scratches the surface. 5.5 minutes into the game. They have yet to get a field goal. They're down by 10.
But that's got to be the way they attack and create their offense. Good defense there. Great hustle getting on the ground.
It's going to stay this way, but the hustle and the defense noted. That's how to spur the offense.
And number 24, Luka, diving on the ground and saving that possession for his team.
Parlin Jelly, the guy who's just checked in, senior. Some fresh faces in the lineup. Also in is Jamison Spratt, the 6'5" freshman. JMO, they call him. Who wouldn't take advantage of a JMO nickname opportunity?
It's a good one in Detroit this year.
Yeah, baby. Lewis Simmons checks in, a 10th grader and a forward. Rip, drive, bang, no shot. That was on the floor. The foul's going to go on number 10. That's Michael Lottie. And it's going to send number 20, Josh Sherrill, line left.
Yeah, you just see some late help defense coming on over and just kind of standing right there like a wall, getting run into. Wasn't a shooting foul, but because of the foul totals, it's sending him to the line. Oh, no, they're not sending him to the line.
They're going to say it was on the floor.
It was on the floor.
Yeah. By the way, they'll have that foul. It was on Jamison Spratt, the freshman at 6'5", not Michael Lottie.
Now, Julian Lancaster checks in, and he's got some size on him.
Dead spot left three. No good. From Lewis Simmons. On the run, Richards in transition, swatted away by Peretti, but Cooper gets it back and resets it near sideline. In trouble, and a travel is called. And head coach Rob Johnson loves it.
He was a fun interview this week, and he is fired up on the sidelines right now. You can tell this rivalry game means a lot to him, and he wants to get his team in the win column.
Scrappy Leo Peretti, along with the rest of the crew. Ben Dragic getting involved. So, 11-1. We've played all but 90 seconds of the first quarter, and South has yet to score a field goal, but they do get a timeout from Steve Bernard after the swipe and steal from Luca Parlingelli.
Now that's coaching right there. That was honestly, that was
the timing
smart.
of that timeout.
That was a perfect timeout before that got ripped away for a turnover and looked like it was going to be an easy bucket. But as you see, it's getting gritty here. People are diving on the floor. Luka's got the ball in his hands for a split second. Coach calls timeout right before RJ comes over and steals that basketball.
We're back to Grosse Pointe South right after this.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McKinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
Four wide receivers. Pressure, steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
Happy holidays. Chad and Stick back with you. South looking for their first field goal. We're nearing the final minute of play in the first quarter. Zarnik on the attack. Cut off. It's been sticky tight. Norseman defense. Open though. Right corner. Spratt three long. 0 of 7. All 3-point attempts for South so far. Oh, little dipsy-do handle. And RJ got it stripped and ripped. Charlie Michelotti, the sophomore who's checked in. He's going to pull up from 17. No good. And RJ Williams.
My goodness, big fella.
With a flop off the floor off a spring. How about this?
I don't think he took too kindly to being knocked to the ground by a guy smaller than him, but he's like, you know what? That's okay. I'm good.
That's a 10 from the judge in Russia.
That man is 6'7".
Man. How about it? That's some athleticism. He tried football. He's tired of the questions. should play tackle. He should play football. He tried it. Peretti got him to come out for football. He didn't love it. He says, I'm a basketball guy. And he's proven that.
He's got the athleticism to do whatever he wants.
You bet. SWAT City for Julian Lancaster at 6'9".
And that's the length I was talking about when he came in the game. Not only is he 6'9", he's got really long arms. So he's going to get up there about the 8-foot, 9-foot range without even jumping.
Yeah, an asset you can use against R.J. Williams at 6'7". So, no shot clock, game clock down to 8. Cooper Richards on the run. Floater up, foul called. South back to the line to try to cut this thing into single digits.
But once again, being aggressive, being the attacker, you get rewarded. You get to the free throw line with a chance to get on the scoreboard here. And you know what? If South can keep it under a 10-point deficit in this first quarter, I think their coach will tell you that's probably a victory with how we played.
Yep. Got to attack. Say, hey, look, young fella, you're our guy. Not many others that can create off the bounce. First free throw's up and good. 4.7 seconds left. Michelotti will check in, and they will check out their 6'9" junior in Lancaster, who had that swat. One more for Cooper Richards. No dice, and the ball is saved off the backboard. So 2.2 seconds to work for North. They got to go full court. Inbound, half court heave. No, sir. Off the mark. Shot came from Dragic as we go to the second quarter. North with a dominating statement in the first.
Look, everybody wanna go and talk. At the same time, gotta walk it. Better yet, run, go, hit a lick, divvy up with my homies, and we do it all again.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Grosse Pointe North out of the MAC Blue, Division I, just under 1,000 students, co-ed. Regional championships last in 05, 79. Notable alum Adam Ariel, who we've had a chance to cover on the PreP on Wayne State Basketball Network, and Adam doing a great job at Wayne State. I believe his father is also a coach on the girls' side of things. So, yeah, great athletic family, proud of the Norsemen. We've had some good ones. And the one that comes to mind is Michael Bramos, who played at Miami of Ohio and second in Mr. Basketball in 05. I digress. South basketball still looking for their first field goal in 8.5 minutes to open this game. 0 of 8 from the floor, 0 of 7 from downtown.
Yeah, and you feel like if they could just get one to go, it would start the barrage.
Could it be here? No. Rebound R.J. Williams, and into the game is Devin Head with the rec specs. Hop, skip, pass, Peretti. No. Hustles down his own miss and restarts it. Left edge spot 3, Splash City, Daquan Howell. That's Howell's second of the game. He's got them both, and he's the lead scorer in the building. 2 out of 3 from long distance. 14-2, but a take all the way. Just what you asked for from Michelotti, the senior.
Yeah, you can see he's got the strength to get to the rim. You just got to force that action. That's what's been successful for South. I know I've said it a few times, but the three-pointer, you got to build your three-point off that penetration, not the other way around.
Peretti working it against Grosse. Stolen away. Vachon on the move. and the fastball is into the corner. Tipped, though, by North. It'll stay on this end. South basketball, right baseline. Here's another look. The Michelotti.
Yeah, nice lay-in, nice take. Getting into the paint, high percentage shots.
Ball out of bounds play. Vachon for three. Splash City. Double V for three. And it's cut down to a touchdown deficit.
But that came from the inside out, that pass. And that's how they got to do it. Collapse the defense, and then kick it out for that open shot.
Yep, things starting to open up. Rickerman high on the right. Peretti trying to find an opening. Pass into the post, nearly stolen. Regathered, layup, finger roll, good. That's Daquan Howell, who's having himself quite the first half. He's got 8 points to lead the building.
Yeah, Howell taking it there, but you got to give it to R.J. Williams. I know he's not playing football, Chad, but he was able to push his defender all the way out of the paint. Watch him seal block here, seal, and easy for Howell to come in and get the nice layup.
Said Sam Rouleau, get out of my way. So, Chad and Stick with you, 9-point lead. As you get a look inside the Grosse Pointe North huddle, they've been the story. They've come out, they've been the aggressor, they've had clean looks, and they've just played a real confident first half so far.
Well, and let's be honest, they've made shots. That's been the biggest difference in the game. When you go 0 of 7 from the three-point line, it's going to look ugly. So, yeah, South has come here. They've knocked down some big shots, some in front of the student section, and hustle game so far.
They've hit 2 of their last 3, but are just 2 of 11 overall. South 7 of 15. Can South carry the momentum over after the timeout? Vachon hit that last 3. He's got it. Little 3-man weave on the top side. Coop with a lob play and a hammer! Rouleau! Jumping up and jumping down, and he's got the building a rockin'. Pull up 16-footer, good. And Devin Head with a bullseye shot.
That was a huge response shot, too, because this place, like you said, was rocking. The student section for South was finally up on their feet, getting into it. That alley-oop was something special.
Rip drive, Vachon with a right hand. R.J. Williams scared it out of that hole. Peretti on the run. The hot hand with it. Pull up, mid-post jumper, you bet. Howell, Daquan with a bucket.
Now we feel like we got ourselves a game here, Chad. I know it's still 11 points, but both teams trading shots now, a little more intensity in the gym.
A lot more intensity in this gym. An 11-point game, but it feels like it's 3 or 4. Rip drive, Michelotti couldn't get the hoop to go with the harm, but he's starting to be that Batman right now who's taking it upon himself to be that other scorer.
Well, he's driving, and he's driving hard. Look at here, kind of the football drive. He puts it up in his arm, puts his shoulder down, and gets to the rim. But that's what they need to do if they want to win this game.
Michelotti fresh off his commitment to Notre Dame.
Not a bad school if you can get into it.
Very tough. I've heard folks say it's the hardest school to get into.
Went to an architecture camp there in high school.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Nice. What'd you think of it?
Great school.
Yeah. It's quite some architecture on that campus.
Yep.
Shot up and good. Michelotti cuts this thing back to 9 in single digits. Press. Peretti, a press breaker. And an all-state wide receiver to go with it. But this is the guy right here, Daquan Howell. Pocket picked, double V. Trick returned out of bounds. South will keep it, baseline right. But the hustle and the grit showing up all over in blue and on green.
Yeah, and also a heads-up play by Cooper Richards there. He saw the play and didn't try to dive after that ball. He paid attention, knew it was going to be their ball, and just left it alone.
Coach's son His daddy's the head coach of the girls here at Grosse Pointe South. How about that? Richards in the back door, and Michelotti found him perfectly.
Well, what that comes off of is Michelotti. He's a threat to drive now, so the defense is paying attention to him. And while they're looking at him, Richards is hitting that backdoor cut. Good basketball.
Michelotti can do it all, leading rebounder at 6 a game. This guy's done it all tonight. Howell with 10 points over the back. South gets it back down a touchdown with 3:24 to go. Field goal here, and they got to be feeling just fine.
Yeah, that's why there's that nice look at a backdoor cut by Cooper Richards there. But that's why I was saying just one shot to go down. I mean, you're not going to miss all 7 every single time.
Yep. Turnovers have been an issue for both teams. 4 for South, 6 for North. Richards off the bounce. His brother Carter at Lake Superior State. Backdoor game. Pull up. Short corner left is good. Cooper's starting to get cozy. He's got 5 to lead South with 3 minutes left. It's a 5-point game.
Yeah, and they've gotten there by hitting the mid-range jump shot and getting to the rim, Chad. Not the 3-point shot they were relying on in that first quarter.
Start, stop, attack, strip, steal. Double V on the run and a foul. That's the 3rd for North, and South starting to really show their momentum in their run.
Well, the success on offense has led to some success on defense. Look at that close. 3 guys on 1 trying to get to the hoop, and there you see the rip in the steal.
I believe Nolan Grosse got a hand in there. Some active hands. It's a foul on Head. That's his 2nd. There's a lob play again for Rouleau, and North Simmons is enough. RJ pass, left block, blew the bunny. And friendly fire creates an opportunity for North.
And that was a fun offensive possession on the way down here.
RJ Williams off the fine feed from Rickerman. And it's back to a 7-point lead with 2 minutes left.
And it's good to see him get rewarded. I mean, when the ball doesn't touch the ground like that and 4 guys touch it, you're passing it, and it's team ball. I love that.
Yep. Steve Bernard calls the play, and it involves number 0. Wise choice. Richards against Peretti. Now Grosse against Rickerman. Backdoor cut. Michelotti lays it in. How about it? Michelotti coming alive. He's been a spark plug stick.
Yeah, he's been the spark plug. He's the reason this game is a 5-point game when just a little bit ago it was up in double digits.
Michelotti with 7 points. Not known as a scorer. Known about everything but. Tie up on Williams and a foul, and that's going to go on the football guy, Sam Rouleau, at 6'3", the sophomore.
And that's the guy that also got up for that alley-oop. But there you see another backdoor cut. That's been working for South here in the second quarter. And I think that was Michelotti getting in there too, but they called the foul on 5.
RJ sticks it. It's back to a 5-point lead. Vince Vachon will check in. Make it a 6-point lead. Jamison Spratt also returns, the 9th grader at 6'5". Split the pair, 6-point game, 70 seconds left. Jamo for 3. And a spring in the floor goes to the man of the hour, Michelotti. And Vachon will try to reset and get a good shot here.
And did not like that look. I mean, they've had so much success running offensive sets, back cuts, passes in the lane just to shoot a quick 3.
South trying to be as close as they've been since the opening minute. Richards and Peretti, the sophomore and the senior. And Steve Bernard looks like he wants the last shot.
I think that's a smart move too.
Go down 6 or better.
At worst, 6.
Cooper back to Micheletti, and that two-man game is going to equate to 2 free throws just when we thought the last shot was coming from South.
Well, when you have an opening and a cutter in the lane like that, you got to take advantage to it. Not sure if they were trying to initiate the offense, but sometimes
cracks open.
The opportunity presents itself.
Darn right. Micheletti puts it up, and it rattles out. James misses. Grosse Pointe South, the last team to beat Warren Lincoln last year before they went on their state title run in Division II. Grosse Pointe South plays in the MAC Red. Teams along like Lincoln and Port Huron Northern, new this year. Chippewa Valley, Dakota. Free throw good, 5-point game, 17.5 seconds left. What are you trying to get accomplished if you're North?
If you're North, you're just trying to, run the rest of the clock out and get a shot on the glass. If I was them, I would run the offense through R.J. Williams, but he is not on the floor right now, so I'm assuming it's going to go through Peretti.
And that it is, and he is fouled going up. Vashon got him. They're going to say it's on the floor with 8 seconds left. It's only the first foul. Make it the second foul this quarter, so non-shooting opportunity.
Yeah, and if you're South, use them up. Eat this clock up as long as you're not following on a shot.
We'll talk to Grosse Pointe South Athletic Director Andy Rishawi at the break. Stick around for that. Rickerman with 5 seconds. Kick back corner. Drive with 2 and a foul on a jump shot. Oh, the Cardinals sin. Dragic will shoot 2. And a bad boo-boo at the buzzer for Luca Parlangeli.
Coach was telling him to foul, so he reached out. He had his hand on him while he was on the ground, but a smart play to whip the arms up and through and get to the free throw line.
The message was to foul before he shoots, right?
He did.
He had a foul to give.
First they tried 30, and 30 wasn't able to get his hands. Then they tried again, but yeah, he got his hands on him, just not early enough.
Yeah. Shot up and good for Dragic. Ben Dragic, the senior guard, drains the first. He'll get another. Try to make this a 7-point bump with 1.5 seconds left, and he will. So 25-18, 1.3 seconds left. Nolan Grosse to try to heave up a miracle.
They just don't want people getting their momentum going towards the hoop.
Where's Rouleau for the alley-oop? There he is, but not an alley-oop range. And that's how the half will end. So North comes in, they start on fire, limit this South team to without a field goal until the second quarter, and stick it still just a 7-point game.
Yeah, putting up 16 points in that second quarter for South. I mean, that got them back in this game. I think they could go in this locker room, discuss some things they can work on, and come back out in this second half, and we got ourselves a dandy in this classic.
Stick around. Andy Rishawi is next from Grosse Pointe. We're the Prep. Thanks for watching.
In today's ever-changing mortgage lending world, the importance of true professionals has never been greater. At Success Mortgage Partners, we want you to have the experience of a lifetime. Founded and owned by Catholic League alumni, our family-centered business keeps your interest at heart as we help you navigate this turbulent market with ease. If you or a family member has a mortgage need, please call me, Owen Lee, at 734-822-9792.
What makes people stand in this line like this for 3 hours? Because we're not Dunkin' Donuts or Tim Hortons. These donuts are made fresh daily, and it's made with love and consistency. We got the same ingredients. It didn't change. The people know that, and that's why they standing out there.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
Welcome back to Grosse Pointe South. It's North against South. It's a rivalry game. And we're with the second-year athletic director at Grosse Pointe South, Andy Rishmawi. Andy, welcome to your home.
Yeah.
Does it feel already like you've been here 2 years? And that
It definitely feels like this is my home. This is where I've been. It's nice. Yeah.
Talk about Grosse Pointe South. You came from another community further away, not Metro Detroit.
Yeah.
And you come into this environment, and I'm hearing really good things about you. What has it been that you've established in such a warm welcome to this community?
Oh, you know, they're really welcoming. They've been fantastic. It's been, you know, I do my best to make it to as many different things as possible. I'll try to support the coaches, try to support the athletes, do as much social media stuff as I can possibly do. So it's been great. It's been a great transition. You know, I love my home. I love where I'm from, and I love where I'm at right now. So it's been a really great transition.
Before we went on air, full disclosure, Andy was changing the music at halftime. Like, this guy does it all. You talk about somebody who's a servant AD. I mean, you're even DJing, and good music, by the way.
Yeah.
Welcome to the jungle.
Yeah.
Serious question, though. Do you feel this rivalry yet with North?
Yeah, you do. You feel it instantaneously. Like, originally, I'm like, oh yeah, we're playing North for the first year. No, it's a big thing. It's a big thing in any sport. They're very serious about this game. So yeah, you feel the rivalry immediately. You know, and it's good. It's a good rivalry. Nothing's gone bad, and you know the kids are very respectful on both sides. You know, you're gonna have knuckleheads here and there, but really the coaches are great. The kids are great. It's just a great community.
Talk about the diversity in choices for sports at Grosse Pointe South and all the options that you have to offer.
37 different sports, which is the most as far as any high school in the state. You know, 58 teams now, so it's a lot. And you have anything from sailing to I mean, we're going to have a ski team next year, so it's crazy how many different options there are. We try to find places for kids, you know, where they can find themselves, where they can find their people. You know, maybe you're a sailor, maybe you're a basketball player, maybe you're a wrestler. Just depends, but, you know, we have so many different options here.
What did you learn about Grosse Pointe, this community, that before you got here you wouldn't have known, but something you've known since you've gotten here that's impressed you?
Well, there's been a lot of things that have impressed me. They put a high value on academics, which is great. You know, in the school I was at before did too. But it is really heightened here. Yep. It really is. And they still compete athletically, you know, some of the best in the state for a lot of different teams. So it's fantastic that we have that great mix of academics and athletics and, you know, both excelling at high levels.
You're excelling at a high level too. Thank you for having us.
Thanks a lot.
Letting us be a special part of this night, and we look forward to seeing you down the road.
All right, thanks a lot.
That's Andy Rishmawi, Grosse Pointe South athletic director in his second year, native of Flushing, Michigan, but he's found his new home here. Thanks for watching on Halftime. We're back with more on the Preps coverage of North versus South right after this.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Mercer Agency, auto, home, life, commercial, your trusted insurance agency. Insurance is all about making a difference. We want to help our community in ways that impact multiple generations. That's why we focus on providing personalized service and insurance products that are just as unique as our client. Whether you're looking for car, home, or life, or commercial insurance, we will work with you to find the perfect policy, and we won't stop until you're completely satisfied. So if you're looking for an insurance company that puts people first, Mercer Agency Farm Bureau Insurance is the right choice for you. Contact us today for more information. Also got to give a shout out to Crispelli's for providing the food today to feed the entire prep staff. Make sure you stop by 19852 Mack Avenue in Grosse Pointe. They got pizza, they got pasta. Of course, you got to get the cookies. And man, that garlic bread was something special. Crispelli's Bakery and Pizza in Grosse Pointe.
Chad Bush and Sam Stick.
We are the MHSAA, a collection of 750 high schools and 750 middle schools. From Temperance to Copper Harbor, from New Buffalo to Alpena. Each year, more than 250,000 students play one of our 28 sports. More than 1.5 million fans attend our postseason games. There are 30,000 coaches and 8,000 officials, not to mention all of the volunteers. The MHSAA believes in the 4 S's. School sports should be safe and kept in the appropriate scope. We believe nothing beats great sportsmanship, and that scholarship in the classroom is more important than excellence on the field or court. Most of all, we believe school sports should be fun. So come out and join us at a game. Support your school, support your community, and come see what the excitement is all about.
In today's ever-changing mortgage lending world, the importance of true professionals has never been greater. At Success Mortgage Partners, we want you to have the experience of a lifetime. Founded and owned by Catholic League alumni, our family-centered business keeps your interest at heart as we help you navigate this turbulent market with ease. If you or a family member has a mortgage need, please call me, Owen Lee, at 734-822-9792.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Happy holidays. Welcome back on the Prep. Chad Bush and Sam Stick Day. 7-point lead for Grosse Pointe North on the road. It's been a series dominated by Grosse Pointe South in recent times. Stick, what do you think about the first half, and what does North have to do to continue their surge?
What they got to do now is, make sure they keep trying to force South out on the perimeter. They've found some success inside the lane there in that second quarter, and if they can force more of those three-point shots, I think they got a shot at taking this. And then you look at the other side, if you're South, you got to keep hammering it. You got to keep driving into the lane. You got to keep forcing the contact and keep up your defensive intensity. You're going to need a couple extra possessions, and I think they got it in them.
Daquan Howell, 10 points to lead North in the first. 8 points by James Michelotti to lead the way for South. All right, North ball to start it. They're up a touchdown. 8 minutes on the clock. Third quarter, here we go. Peretti around a ruckus. RJ high in the left. Rickerman has been the real surprise player this year. He has been a good wingman that's come to the forefront many a times. He's worked hard to get there. Rip drive, Peretti looking for his first points. Got it. 2 for Leo.
Yeah, Peretti not having any points in that first half is kind of an anomaly. So you'd like to see him get going early with a little shimmy and shake in the lane.
Both teams have been very good defending the guards. Rip drive kick. Richards for 3. Long. Peretti ahead, and the pass behind the back saves the possession. Creative, crafty, and athletic.
And I thought for South on that possession, they should have passed that right away at the top of the key because Cooper Richards was super wide open and in rhythm. When he delayed a little, kind of threw that shot off. And there you go, active hands by that man, Michelotti.
You said it, a little deflection. In hockey, that'd be a deflection out in front. Might have scored a goal. This leads to a turnover. Vachon. Cut. Michelotti. Oh, the cut game would make Bobby Knight blush.
Some good old, was that Princeton basketball?
Yeah, that too. Yeah, Pete Carroll would also get rosy cheeked. Left hand land, RJ Williams says, get out of my paint. Big boy gives the road team a 9-point lead.
Yeah, amongst 4 defenders, brings that down and just puts it up nice and easy.
Another backdoor to get Vachon open. Cross court, Richards open for 3. Long. He's had a rough night from distance, 43% on the year. The top gunner for South, but he's been shut down from distance tonight. Kick, corner, 3, off from Howell. Vachon feels it. Triple town. Back to a 6-point game with just under 6 to go.
Well, that's the one thing with South, even though they haven't been knocking them down all night, they're going to continue to keep shooting them. I mean, 4 3-pointers on their last 5 possessions.
Was 2 of 10 from distance, out of bounds. Turnover, South looking to cut in and get this thing down to 4. Close as it's been since the opening minute.
And there you see a nice drop off by Cooper Richards and Vincent Vachon dropping it in.
Both teams just 2 3-point makes. And both teams shooting 20% or below from distance. Rip drive, Cooper rolls it off the rim, no, but the outside shot isn't working, Stick. What does the heady sophomore do? He attacks.
Uses his quickness to get into the lane, and that is the 3rd on Peretti as well. But yeah, he's missed a couple 3-point shots, but once again, this is where they got their offensive going in that first half.
Yep.
They didn't fall in love with that 3-point shot in the second quarter, and that's what got them right back into this game.
Peretti looks to his coach, and his coach says, you got to check out. Peretti says, no.
Tough to take a gamer out.
Yep. Both free throws good for the sophomore Cooper. He cut his lettuce off this year. Wears it well either way. No fluff for number 0 tonight. RJ, high over his head. Peretti playing with 3. Rickerman, 4-3. Splash City. Bring out the Benjamins. Rickman in the house. And a triple, back to a 7-point game.
Yeah, that was a picture-perfect shot. Nice little fadeaway on that, too.
Rip drive, Coop the kid with a hoop and the harm.
Well, he has discovered his quickness can get him to the rim in a hurry, and there you see just a blow-by, jump back into your defender, force the contact, nice and easy off the backboard.
3 fouls now for Daquan Howell, 3 fouls for Peretti, and foul trouble, to say the least, for Grosse Pointe North. How much of that do you think was the draw up by Steve Bernard to say, look, let's attack? And especially without that man, Torrey James Jr., the leading scorer returner from a year ago, who's injured and out until perhaps early January, Stick.
Yeah, well, you know, as long as you get him back for tournament time, I think they'll be happy. But he is a prolific scorer, great ball handler, pretty much got all the tools that you need.
Yep. 5-point lead. Peretti on the run, attacks, floats, and rims off. No. RJ with a stick back, draws the foul. 2 shots coming for 5-0. R.J. Williams.
Yeah, big fella using his size to clear space. And you know what? If I'm that big and I got the ball, you better get out of my way too. Look at that, a nice little swing through.
You like the confidence and the power to just go right back up.
Schwartz, the big fella himself, saying that was a foul. And no way was that an offensive foul.
No, well, leave it to Schwartz to make that call.
He's had some questionable calls tonight.
We love Schwartz, but we like him better on audio.
Yep.
Rather than in stripes. In sounds.
Now here's the press we haven't seen really since the first quarter too.
Right. Ooh, how about that rip drive? But nothing to show for Nolan Grosse, the sophomore. Cooper with a steal, near sideline. He'll circle back. Will he go back off the bounce again? It's worked for him. Open for 3, Jamo. No. Michelotti couldn't save it. And North will get it back up by 6, but it's an uncomfortable 6-point lead, unlike the first quarter when things were really going their way.
Yeah, smart move by R.J. Williams there, kind of grabbing Michelotti's arm on the way by so he couldn't completely get his hand on that basketball. That's a smart veteran play that just got your team a possession. Officials didn't see it. I saw it though.
Nothing gets past you.
Yeah. We got the bird's eye view. It's a little different angle up here.
We got the wizardry replays of Evan Westphal. Ooh. That cut is knocked away, stolen away. Michelotti ahead. Vachon, no. Out of bounds, back to North. And South unable to convert chances like that.
Yeah, and even though R.J. Williams didn't block this shot, he definitely altered the shot. Made him go a little bit quicker than he wanted and had to get it off with his left hand.
Just enough to have it roll off that lid. Peretti with 3.5 to go. That's been the high scorer tonight. DeQuan Howell with 10. Rickerman the next high with 5. Rebound, Richards in the paint amongst the trees. Tie up, and that's a jump ball. It'll go to South. Rickerman forced it. South the other way.
Yeah, great job by Rickerman getting his hands in there, noticing that the ball was available. You know what? You're going to get a jump ball. Might as well get the possession arrow back.
That he did in their favor. Zarnik with it. Cooper kick back. Vachon bringing rain. And that is an R.J. Richards clear out, or R.J. Williams clear out, but Zarnik the guilty party.
Yeah, Zarnik caught the business end of that as well. As you see the big fella go up, Zarnik coming in, crashing down, and oof. It's a large man to be running into.
Yeah, he was just staying in his territory, in his halo. Peretti to the rack. Tough rim out, and that's his 4th foul.
Oh.
Peretti with a foul from behind. Rob Johnson's going to have to check him out. And Rickerman right off that pine quickly.
And coach tried to tell you, I tried to take you out with 3. Uncharacteristic miss by him there, and it's tough. You want to reach in. You got to reach in, but you also got to understand the foul situation.
Yep, got caught against Zarnik. That takes an excellent on-ball guard defender off the court. Rouleau. Back to Richards, open 4-3. Splash City. Cooper with a triple. The lead's cut in half, 33-30. Richards with a dozen all of a sudden.
Yeah, he's decided during halftime that I'm going to come out and I'm going to take over this game, and there it is on the defensive end too.
Vachon coast to coast. And the Blue Devils have cut it to 1. Oh, what a run. 8-0 run. Vachon with a defense and the finish, and the Blue Devils are cooking in Grosse Pointe. Your Catholic faith, it's at the core of who you are, what you do, and the decisions you make. At Alliance Catholic Credit Union, we make your faith and finances work together. From home needs to business needs, from school to retirement, we've got the financial well-being of our Catholic community covered. Visit us today and see how your faith and finances can work together. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
One-point game here in Grosse Pointe. Take a look at Grosse Pointe South, 5-1 record, 1-0 in league play. That is the MAC Red Division I enrollment, just short of 1,200 notable seasons, back-to-back MAC Red championships, and won the first district championship 1992, 2 seasons ago. And then, of course, how can you forget Anthony Bernard, a quick steal on the inbound.
Vachon getting grimy on the deck, and another chance for South. Stick that could take their first lead of the night here.
Yeah, the gritty defense staying low. Hands all over the place for South.
The defense has created offense. Richards off the bounce has been the story. Step back, not enough juice. Rickerman to lead this offense. It's been stagnant the last couple minutes.
Last couple quarters, honestly. They had a big first quarter, but haven't been able to do much since.
That's been the source of offense tonight. DeQuan Howell on the rip drive. He'll earn a striped suit with this attack.
Yeah, he takes it in. Good offense, good defense, good basketball play all the way around. You don't want him to earn it at the rim like that. You know, no free buckets.
That's it. This is a guy that is known as a tough defender, but it's been the offense tonight. Back to a 2-point bump, his 11th point. To go with 4 rebounds. It's been a very active young man. South down 3, could tie with a triple.
Yeah, you wonder what offensive set coach is going to run here. They like to run this weave up top and maybe a backdoor cut.
No contact, no call. Banker 3, no. Richards with a reset. Kick out Vachon for 3. No, Rulo with a reset with those jumping vibes that he brings to the court.
Second and third chances on offense. You've got to be able to convert this.
Richards, no. Another try on this trip, Michelotti. And we've got a timeout, Steve Bernard. We'll take it with him with 51 seconds left in a 3-point game and things getting intense at South. At Alliance Catholic Credit Union, we're your financial guardian angel. We're here to help you achieve your dreams. A new home, a Catholic education, that business you are working to build. We're here to support the goals of your family, your retirement, and the community that surrounds you. We're here to offer your trusted financial services inspired by Catholic values. And like your guardian angel, we'll always be by your side. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Head coach Stephen Bernard, his 6th season as head coach, his high school alma mater out in Romeo EO for 1989 graduate, 1989 district champion, was named first team all-league and second team all-Macomb County as a senior, and he's done a great job with this program here. This has been a rivalry that his team has dominated, and they're looking to get back in this game now.
Are they ever back in it? A scrappy group, Stick. Despite shooting just 33% for the game, down just 3 points with some grit and extra possessions.
Yeah, I mean, you think about it, they went 0 of 7 in three-point land in that first quarter. They knocked down one of those. We're looking at a tied ball game right now. So they put themselves in a good position, and it's all come with just hustle and effort. And that man right there, the number 10 who just flashed in front of your screen, Nicolati, he has been the one that leads the way.
He has. Richards with a dozen points to match Howell's dozen on the other side for North. Patient offense for Steve Bernard.
It looks like they're trying to get the last shot of the quarter, but last time we said that, they shot it with like 7 seconds left. So.
And there it is. Michelotti, same play. A cut from number 10 that scores. What a game this guy has going right now.
Yeah, when he's downhill going to that rim, he is tough to stop.
4 of 5 from the floor. Laying good and athletic play.
The English he had to put on that from underneath the backboard, spinning it off to get that in. That was a miraculous shot.
Ben Rickerman adds to the lead, makes it a full possession lead at the horn. But this game starting to heat up. Back and forth we go. Happy holidays, everybody, from the Prep.
Look, everybody wanna go and talk it. At the same time, gotta walk it. Better yet, run, go, hit a lick, divvy up with my homies, and we do it all again.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McKinley scores!
Robert Johnson. Rob Johnson, the head coach in his third year, guy that's built his way up, went to Grosse Pointe North, or came to Grosse Pointe North, coached the JV, but went to Warren Cousino, 13 grad, and Oakland University's where he went, and he's expecting he and his wife's first child in April. Congratulations to head coach Rob Johnson.
Hey, congratulations.
Yes, sir.
Now looking at the stats for the first 3 quarters here, Chad.
What stands out to you?
The biggest thing to me is the turnovers. Grosse Pointe North with 13, only to 5 for South, and that's what's gotten South back in the game.
Coop triple. Cooper Richards with another 3. He's got 15, 10 of those 15 in this second half.
Yeah, he has come out and asserted himself on both ends of the floor.
Wave that off. It's an offensive foul on Rickerman. Michelotti stood in there and took that charge like a good Blue Devil does.
And you know I love those role player guys, the energy guys, and this guy right here. Look at right place, right time, perfect form to take a charge. Right in the chest to Michelotti. Just a player tonight.
We're tied at 37. Zarnik throws out of it, picked off. Back the other way, head, and that's tipped out of bounds. The Norseman will keep it, ball out of bounds, baseline right, but the momentum's shifted. This was once an 11-1 lead to start this game for North.
Yeah, that's that man right there that's been getting it going here. Like you said, 10 of his 15 in the second half. Quick hands, too, on defense. Multiple steals, setting up his teammates on backdoor cuts.
Bounce pass Williams all alone, and they will foul him and make him earn it. South tried to help him up, and he wanted nothing to do with that. RJ a little frustrated right now.
Yeah, that's a tough foul. That's the second time he's been put on the ground today during this game. And, you know, when you're a big man, expect people to foul you hard. Shaquille O'Neal used to talk about it all the time. They don't officiate me like everybody else. It's just tough to.
Acceptance of it. RJ says, I'll get redemption in the name of a free throw.
And that's how you do it. Or you do a backflip handspring to get up. You can do that too, which he did earlier in the game if you missed it.
That was the loudest statement of the night. Splits the pair, 1 point lead for the road team.
But say what you want, that was a good foul. You send a guy to the free throw line. That was going to be an easy 2 points. Now it's just 1.
South looking for their first lead of the night, and they don't have it there. Big boy rebound ripped off by Simmons. Old fancy pants. Rickerman, floater, short. Got his own miss. Kick to the corner. Simmons for three. Splash City. Lead bump to 4. Timeout, Rob Johnson.
And the North student section going absolutely crazy right now, bumping into the official. But Lewis Simmons with the monster shot. He was camped out in that corner earlier. Then they got that offensive rebound, kick it to him, and nothing but the bottom of the net.
How about it? Back to a 4-point lead just when South had a chance to take their first of the night. Want to thank our friends at Farm Bureau Insurance. It's all about making a difference. They want to help the community in ways that are impactful for multiple generations, and that's why they focus on providing personalized service and insurance products that are just as unique as their clients are. Whether you're looking for a car, home, or life or commercial insurance, they'll work with you to find the perfect policy, and they won't stop until you're completely satisfied. So if you're looking for an insurance company that puts people first, go to the Mercer Agency Farm Bureau Insurance. That's the right choice for you. Contact them today. Chad and Stick back with you at Grosse Pointe South. 4-point Grosse Pointe North lead. South has yet to lead tonight, but they've been down double digits, and they've got it to within as close as tied in the last minute. Big boy leading the break. Dish left block. Laying good. Oh, what a setup to head from Daquan Howell.
Yeah, Daquan Howell has had several one-handed nice passes in this game. His ability to see the floor has been on display.
6-point game. Backdoor cut not home, and a foul at the right elbow. And that is going to be the 4th foul on Devin Head. So, how about the foul trouble? And here, how about the pass from Daquan Howell?
Yeah, he's had some couple highlight reels tonight, and there's just another one to add to the list. But if you're South, I mean, you had this game tied, and then a back-to-back turnovers on your possessions.
Man.
Richards. Got to figure out a way to score on this possession.
Vashon got things going in the scoring column in the first, but Richards has been the story in the second half, and he's being shadowed right here. Finds some space and forces it up and gets the foul called. That's on Head. That's 5, and his night is over. And the Norsemen are talking to each other.
You can tell he's played backyard basketball with his older brother. I'm stuck underneath the rim. What am I going to do? I'm going to jump back into you, force the contact, and the foul's on you. That's how it works. Fortunately for Head, that sends him to the bench. But look, you're trapped. It's no man's land. What does he do? He jumps up back into him, and unfortunately just a little too close.
Free throw up and good. That South student section injected with some life at halftime.
It's a happy elf.
It is, and they're filling up fast in Elfland. Got a bolt to go. It's back to a 4-point game. 5:15 left in this one. The battle for Grosse Pointe.
And South showed press and then backed out of it immediately. I wonder if that's a glimpse of what we're going to see down the stretch.
Perhaps. Good find, Peretti. RJ draws another foul. And the Norsemen starting to focus on the paint.
Yeah, you like RJ just hanging around there. You know, they said they don't really run an offensive set for him. He's just around. He's in good position because he loves the game of basketball, like you said. And there he is once again.
Williams misses it again.
Is he 2 of 5 now at the free throw line for the game?
He is now 4 of 8. With the split pair. I believe he split every time. 5-point game with 5 to go. Rouleau, right point for Zarnik. Make it Grosse, and now Richards between the rings. Michelotti drawing attention, cuts to the hole Oh, and he missed it off the heel. RJ with a rebound.
Yeah, it was a nice take. He was right at the rim. He's been finishing that shot all night long. Just that time, couldn't get it to go down. A little too hard.
Peretti's elbow jumper is fouled. And 2 shots coming for Leo Peretti.
And it's one thing to think about with Peretti here. You get a nice look at the foul just right on the wrist. But with Peretti, you know, he had the foul trouble, so he had to rest. He's going to be fresh going down the stretch here. You know he's a well-conditioned athlete after putting up over 1,000 yards in the football season this year.
Yes, sir. 12 touchdowns, 1,000 yards, and an all-state. And a wide receiver and return specialist. Into the game is Jamison Spratt, the 6'5" sophomore. He leaves for his classmate, Sam Rouleau. Excuse me, Jamison's a freshman. Free throw, good. Back to a 7-point game. And a little bit of a breath you could feel by the Norsemen. That cold air coming out in a fog form.
Well, it is snowing out.
They're getting festive. Michelotti launches one. Splash City. It wasn't a Picasso, but it counts for 3, and it's back to a 4-point game with 4 to go.
What can't this kid do? I mean, he put that shot up. I was like, no way.
Man, give him 15 points. He has been that Robin tonight to the Batman Richards. LaShawn with 8. Meanwhile, Howell with 12. Williams with 10.
North running a very deliberate offense here, running out this clock.
Yep. And Rickerman with 7 to go with 5 assists to tie for the team high with Peretti. That's the 3rd foul on Grosse. And 1 more before it's bonus time. And 2 shots.
You can tell Leo Peretti does got a little bit more pep in his step, a little bit quicker than everybody that's been out there the whole time.
Yep.
Sometimes a curse can be a blessing in the long run.
The Norsemen have lost games they've led at half the last 2 times. And that is a living right roll and a good sign if you're in green and gold. Count it for Josh Sherrill.
That thing was up there, it seemed like, for an eternity.
You're not kidding. 6-point game, 3 minutes left. Cooper Richards trying to stay busy.
Yeah, you can see they're starting to show double teams and triple teams when he's got the ball in his hand. Good adjustment.
Jamison Spratt to the hole. Left hand leaner, no. But a whistle and a foul. 2 free throws coming for the rookie.
I love that take by him. The first couple times he's been in the game when he checked in, he's jacked up with a couple 3-point shots. That time, once again, using your big body, when you're 6'5" as a freshman, use that strength.
He's got some nice game to him, huh? Just a baby-faced freshman, but
a good build too. He's not, you know, he's not 6'5" and like 110 pounds, right?
No, he's put together. Splits the pair. 5-point game, 2:40 left. Norsemen have lost their last 2 games that they have led at the break. They led against Oxford at the break, let it slip away. They led against Canton at the break. They let it slip away. Can South force them to let another slip away? That's the 3rd foul. It's an offensive foul, and it's an illegal screen set by number 11, Daquan Howell. That's a big one. Here's a look at it.
Yeah, at first he asked the official, he's like, who moved? And then he said, oh yeah, okay.
I moved a little bit.
A little bit.
But it was my forearm. That counts, sir. South down 5, looking to make some money. Looking for some kind of cut. It's been a friendly backdoor cut with Michelotti. The Cooper Richards rip, 14-footer falls. He's cut it to 3. He's got 19 points to lead the building.
Just great balance. Be able to hit that spin move, elevate yourself, get your shoulders squared to the rim.
Peretti to the rack, says enough of that talk. The attack and North has half 100, and they're +5.
Like, you want to see balance? Watch this. Drives it completely down the lane by himself. But that's the matchup we wanted to see all game long.
Saw that extra gear. Vachon lost it, had it stripped. Big possession coming, and a foul on the floor. Free throws coming. 2 shots, an inadvertent trip, and it's a big one.
Yeah, that's a tough position to be in. I mean, a little bit out of control, spinning right here, and the next thing you know, trips right over his foot. It's a tough call.
Yep. So, timeout on the floor, 85 seconds left. 5-point lead for the Norsemen as they go to the line when we come back to Grosse Pointe. Thanks for watching. We're the Prep.
What makes people stand in this line like this for 3 hours? Because we're not Dunkin' Donuts or Tim Hortons. These donuts are made fresh daily, and it's made with love and consistency. We got the same ingredients. It didn't change. The people know that, and that's why they standing out there.
Special thanks to our friends at Crispelli's. Delicious pizza. We've got cheese bread. Delicious goods tonight. We thank our friends at 19852 Mack Avenue in Grosse Pointe Woods. Give them a call today, 313-332-5067. We've had it on the west side. We've had it down in Grosse Pointe. And it's delicious everywhere. We've had it in Troy, Berkeley, everywhere, and now the circle's complete.
You ever had their cookies?
No.
Oh,
really?
Man. What are you doing with your life?
So we left cookies on the table today at Crispelli's?
Listen, when it comes to Austin and food, I've given up.
Yeah, well, he does give you your famous Amos cookies.
I didn't get any today.
Oh, it's in your contract.
Not one.
Oh, no. Okay.
Not even a crumb.
That's cruel, especially in this giving season. 6-point game, 80 seconds left. Richards, Michelotti. That's been the two-man combo. Vachon with an unclean catch.
Yeah, you feel if he caught that clean, he was putting that up.
Yep. Richards trying to find some space. Michelotti to give it to him. Vachon, rainbow three, air ball. Cleaned up by Simmons, and now North looking to close it out. Lay in good. How about the game for Josh Sherrill? And that's an 8-point lead with 45 seconds left. Richards for three, Splash City. Give him 22. The kid wearing 0 says we're not done yet here at South.
Yeah, he's doing everything he can here in this second half to give his team the win. And there, you know, that was kind of a desperation three, but it goes in, and next thing you know, it's a 5-point game. 2 possessions. A great look at that shot. And Splash City, as you say.
Yeah, Coop is in some kind of zone in the second half. 15, or make it 17 of his 22 coming in this second half. Last year, his brother put on a show against North. He put up 31 points in a winning effort against Grosse Pointe North. It was a 21-point win for South at Grosse Pointe North. Look, this series lopsided. South last year had a 33-point lead at one point. I mean, North feels like they've got a full basketball team this year, 9 seniors. This is their year. They're 4-3. This could be a breaking moment for them.
Yeah, and they're 4-3. You know, they've played 7 games, more than any team in MHSAA so far this season, like you talked about. And their coach said that was by design. He wants to get them ready. He wants to get them running, get the legs right early in the season.
Yep. Well, things are looking right here. Near steal, Cooper, Richards, 3-on-1, and a travel. Oh, it caught him in between, and it's been a great night for Sherrill off the bench, but he had a boo-boo here stick.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to go towards the hoop. He just kind of got in between, like you said, forgot what to do. You got to dribble that basketball at some point. But that's a huge turnover and an unforced, what, it take 3 seconds off the clock, too?
It does. Got to hustle. 35 seconds left, down 5. Zarnik clears. Vachon looking for a 3. Rainbow shot. In and out, no. and the steal by Zarnik and a jump ball. It's going to stay here. Blue Devils keep it on the hustle from Zarnik.
Yeah, I thought that was a quick jump ball call, too. I thought South clearly had that possession, so I'm glad the arrow was going that way.
Yep. R.J. Williams will check in, so will Rouleau. Down 5, 25 seconds left. South looking for a miracle. Lean in 3, and that is a foul on Peretti. That's 5 on Leo. He's fouled out with 5 fouls, 6 rebounds, and 7 assists. A full line for Peretti. But how about the heady play by Grosse to get to the line?
Yeah, just a patient pump fake, wait for my defender to pass. Another, okay, now he reaches, I'm going to shoot this ball. So that was really smart not to just go straight up with it.
If he can hit all 3, he makes it a 2-point game. And Grosse, just a sophomore, missed the first. Looking for his first points tonight, and it's a lonely place to be when the game's on the line.
Yeah, you love that leadership by Cooper Richards, though, coming up, patting him on the back, letting him know it's okay, just make this next one.
Plays a lot bigger than his size, known for his three-point shooting ability. Again, outside of Richards, nobody's really been consistent enough from that three-point line. South's always had that three-point guy. Torrey James, of course, one of those guys, but he's on the injured reserve list until the end of the month.
Yeah, but you could tell when they get him back, it's all this adversity and all these players having to step up at different times. It's going to pay dividends for them down the stretch.
I agree with that. Aiden Brown checks into the game, a junior guard. Free throw's good, one possession game. Blitz in the corner, and that is a travel. That is a forced turnover. They got the new guy on the block, the ball, and South was licking their chopstick. Aiden Brown turns it over on the double team. It's a one-possession game.
Yeah, and that's a well-coached possession by South, too, knowing not to foul, not to try to reach and steal. You have them pinned. You don't have to do anything. There's 4 defenders on them. Let them try to dribble out of it. I love that they didn't get over-aggressive and handsy.
Yep. So here we go. A 3 would tie it. Vachon to tie it. No. Ball loose. North has it. And a whistle and a foul on the rebound. Timeout. No foul. North called it. 3-point game. 14 seconds left. Williams is hobbling to the sideline. That's a concern. But how about this dial-up play?
Yeah, I thought it was a little too early in the shot clock if you wanted to do it. I know you're giving yourself a chance to get a rebound there, but just you can work yourself into a better three-point opportunity than that. I mean, that was, what, about 7-8 feet behind the three-point line. So, you know, the old Larry Brown 2004 Pistons, if you can get that shot anytime, don't take it, right? We can work towards a better shot. But now here you go. You're back on defense. You know, you can work on the press like they did, trying to pin somebody in the corner. And I still don't think they have to foul right away. You have time to go for a couple steals before you got to commit to that.
North is led by as many as 12 in this game. But in this second half, South outscored their opponent by 4 in the third. And in this fourth, they've cut it to as much as a tie game at 37-all. Give North credit, though. They fought back as well and extended the lead to 4 when they needed it the most.
Well, as we know, basketball's a game of runs, right? North went on it early. South got theirs. North got their get back. And here we sit at a 3-point game.
So inbound coming from Dragic. Ben Dragic to trigger, left baseline. Double bonus, both teams. South trying to force another turnover in this trap. And a quick foul by Michelotti with 12.5 seconds to go. That will send Dragic line right to shoot free throws. Free throws tonight for North. They're 11 of 16 in the game. Dragic is 2 of 2. And his only 2 points have come from this strike.
Yeah, and this goes back to the MHSAA changing the rule for 1-and-1 to 2 free throws every time you go to the free throw lines, taking some pressure off the kids.
Yep. Free throw is good, so a full 2-possession game, that's big. With possessions winding down with just under 13 seconds left. Don't forget, we'll have our G of the game after this one's all done. No good, 4-point lead, 12 seconds left. Cooper Richards looking to add to his 22-point total. Nothing there. And the North crowd will celebrate and smell a road victory in this rivalry game on this Thursday night. Dragic into Sherrill. And with 5 seconds left, it's all over but the shouting here.
Yeah, a couple more free throws to knock those down. But you got to give both teams a lot of credit in this game. South, the way they fought back after the adversity that they faced after that first quarter. And then North, I mean, what a performance by North today. Dominating all the way from start to finish. Only at one point did this game get tied. And they played good basketball.
They really have. This will bump it to a 5-point lead. Sherrill with 7 points now. He's had a solid night off the bench.
Yeah, sneaky 7 too.
Yeah.
You know, and that's where North, you know, when we're looking at the G of the game, you're looking up and down the score sheet. A lot of contributors, a lot of people doing several different things.
Yep. Throw ahead, Richards at the horn, no good, and that'll do it. Grosse Pointe North goes on the road and wins this rivalry game tonight at South.
Yeah, hats off to both teams, both coaches. Well-coached game, well-fought game. And you can tell these two, will they face each other again this season, Chad?
I don't think they do.
Okay.
Always a chance, though, in the district final. And North is going to storm the court. Oh, look at this. How about it? Oh, boy. North.
Hate to be under that pile.
Yeah. A lot of excitement, all positive energy.
As we talked about, South has dominated this rivalry for a long time. So it's a big win for them to be able to come into this gym and pick up a W.
Nobody's going to plant a flag in the middle of that floor. But congratulations to North, who wins it to go to 5-3. South falls to 5-2. And we'll have our G of the game coming up shortly. We're back in a moment to Grosse Pointe South. North wins it by 6. At Alliance Catholic Credit Union, we're your financial guardian angel. We're here to help you achieve your dreams. A new home, a Catholic education, that business you are working to build. We're here to support the goals of your family, your retirement, and the community that surrounds you. We're here to offer your trusted financial services inspired by Catholic values. And like your guardian angel, we'll always be by your side. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
4 wide receivers. Pressure, steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
Welcome back to Grosse Pointe South. Grosse Pointe North wins it 56-50. They go on the road. They build a 12-point first half lead, hold on. It wasn't always easy. But the guy to my right really helped this team build that early lead. 12 points, the leading scorer, and 6 rebounds for Daquan Howell, our G of the game. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Talk about your energy early. It seemed like you were very confident, attacking, creating for yourself. You got the outside jump shot working. Just explain that confidence early on.
Just talk with my guys, get us going. Just amp the hype for the game, ready, communicating, playing with each other.
What was the mindset coming in? South has sort of dominated this series in recent years. You knew you could come on the road. You had a team that could go and get a road win. What was the discussion leading up to this one?
Just fight, go out, be aggressive, play hard.
Yeah.
Play through the contact.
9 seniors on the roster.
Yeah.
Pretty special to have a group. Have you all been playing together for quite some time? And what's the bond like with these guys?
Just a lot of good chemistry on and off the court, Yeah. Communicating.
Now, will you have any talk back to anybody on South? Will there be anybody you communicate with back tonight? Just to remind them of the final score?
Nah, not really.
Okay. It's a good, clean rivalry.
Yeah.
And it was a well-played game.
Yep,
Congratulations. You're our G of the game.
Highly appreciate it.
Yeah, you bet. Enjoy the hat and enjoy the victory as well.
Thank
you. A 6-point win and a 12-point game high for the Norsemen leading forward in this game. Daquan Howell, 12.6 rebounds. We're back with more from Grosse Pointe South right after this.
Look, everybody wanna go and talk. At the same time, gotta walk it. Better yet, run, go, hit a lick, divvy up with my homies, and we do it all again. Whenever we get it, there's no hesitation, no.
All right, this is Adam, take 2. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Thanks for watching on our YouTube channel. You can follow us on all of our socials. We're on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and this channel you're watching right now called YouTube. If you could you please subscribe? It's free. We're trying to get to 7,000. We're close. We appreciate your watching tonight and your patronage. Also, if you could follow us on all of our social medias, and if you have any reason to shout us out or give us a holler for a game, please do so. info@theprepsports.com. Stick, your thoughts on this game.
Yeah, looking back over the stats right now, Grosse Pointe North, you just go up and down this list. Only one player didn't score for them. I mean, you talk about 7, 6, 3, 12, 3, 9, 6, 10, and 0. But then that's tough to beat when you got that many people doing that many things. 12 assists, 18 turnovers. If North could have contained their turnovers, this could have been a very big blowout. But that's to the credit of South. I mean, they turned them over 18 times and only turned themselves over 8 times. Obviously, Cooper Richards with his 22 points led the way. He had a tremendous second half. And then you look at the overall shooting percentages. I mean, if you're Grosse Pointe South, shooting 22% from that three-point line's not going to get it done. 34% from the field in general. And then Grosse Pointe North, 51% from the field. So an efficient game for North, lots of players involved, lots of people scoring. It was a recipe for a victory.
It was. It was a rivalry game through and through. And a battle here, rivals in the MAC, one in the white, one in the red. They'll go their separate ways and perhaps see each other down the line in the districts someday soon. Time for us to say goodbye and goodnight from Grosse Pointe South. Again, Cooper Richards, 22 points, and James Michelotti's 15, not enough.
I'm glad you brought his name up, though. I skipped over him in the game recap. That young man had an incredible game tonight. Without him, I don't think South gets back in the game, because when they were struggling,
Michelotti?
when Cooper wasn't finding his shot in that first half, he only had 5 points in the first half. Michelotti was doing everything, going downhill, getting drawn charges, knocking down threes at the end of the game. I was impressed with him this game. I'm glad you brought him back up.
They got a lot of parts to deal with, work with, and of course Torrey James still out. He's expected back in a week or two. He's a difference maker.
When he gets back in, everybody shifts over to their natural roles, and supporting cast, because when you try to ask those guys to become that young man, it's tough. Those are big shoes to fill. So when they get him back, you could tell this team's going to be built for success down the road.
All right. Thank you, sir. He's Sam Stick Day on color commentary. Pat the Stat Bush on statistics, along with Austin Sonnenberg. Appreciate their hard work. Alex Westfall, your executive producer. Evan Westfall on replay. Matt Schwartz, the Schwarzenegger, on audio tonight. The Huntman, Rob Hunter on graphics. Fish on camera 1. Kyle Buchanan on camera 2. And Chris Armani Rose on camera 3. My name is Chad Bush, saying so long from Grosse Pointe. Once again, your final score, Grosse Pointe North 56. Grosse Pointe South 50. We'll talk to you tomorrow night from Orchard Lake St. Mary's. The Eaglets and the Pilots going at it. Stick and I will have it at 6:45. Have a great night, everybody. Thanks for watching. Good night.